So I hear you're looking for content for social media. Well, you came to the right place, my friend. Because in this video right here, I'm going to give you 7 ideas on how you can find content for social media. What's up, guys? What's going on? I'm Frank. This is The Digital Boss Life. And what I do is help content creators such as yourself to flex your money-making muscles online. Today, we're talking ideas for content creation. And we're going to go over, well, how do you get ideas for content creation? You got questions. I got answers. I mean, if you want to build yourself a rep and flex your money-making muscles online, you got to give people the goods, man. And sometimes you just don't know what to create. And it can be a challenge to know exactly what your target market is looking for. But have no fear, my friend, because the universe has been so kind as to create the Digital Boss Life and the internet, and those things together, combined, help us to create this video right here where we're going to give you those ideas. So let's get down to the business and give you 7 ways that you can find ideas for content creation for your target market. Content creation idea number 1. Google. Google. Yes, Google, my friends. It runs the world. And it can be your best friend when it comes to content creation ideas. Simply by entering your topic or keyword into the search bar, Google will then provide you with other highly searched topics and keywords related. So as you type in the search bar, you'll see that next to your search term, Google will autofill other words and phrases that are related to specifically what you're looking for. So for example, if you're searching my favorite term, affiliate marketing, as you get to the end of typing in affiliate marketing, Google is going to provide you with a list of other sentences or phrases that people search for along with affiliate marketing. So it'll be affiliate marketing for beginners, affiliate marketing for advanced, affiliate marketing for you fill in the rest. Actually, Google fills in the rest. Now with your keyword at the bottom of the page, Google also provides you with a bunch of related search topics. So you have the search bar up top and the related topics down below, all of which real people are actively searching for. And Google knows that not only people are searching for these things, but they're the most highly researched topics, keywords, keyword chains. Just in the search bar alone, you can literally type in your phrase or topic and copy down the first 5 to 10 things that Google tells you that people are searching for and create your content based off that. Google got ideas for days, son. Number 2, use keyword research tools. People know us content creators are searching for ideas, so they got smart. They created tools, applications, systems to make it easy for us to find content ideas. I'm gonna give you 3 off the top of my head right now. Ubersuggest, Answer the Public, Also Asked. I'm going to provide you the links to those tools down below, and I won't go into the specifics today on exactly how to use these tools, but they are some of the best. Simply enter your keywords or topics, and these tools are going to spit you out a large list of other related keywords and topics for you to work with. Content idea number 3, your YouTube competitors. Simple, man. Who are your favorite YouTube channels, influencers, celebrities that you like to follow in your niche? YouTube, like Google, is a search engine. And you know when something has a lot of views on it that lots and lots of people are actually searching for that. And your competitors with huge followings are a pretty good indication and sample size of effectiveness of their YouTube videos. So here's what you do. Take your favorite top 10 YouTubers in your niche, or market, go to their channels and search their top 20 videos and write them all down. Then you're going to make a list, compile a list of those 10 times 20, and you're going to have a whole bunch of content ideas that are popular amongst people in your target market. You're going to see some similarities in topics. You're going to see some differences. Then take the video ideas that you know you can create content on right now and basically create your own version of that same content. Don't try to reinvent the wheel. Just put your own spin on it. Get your content idea. Number 4, Facebook groups. Ah, yes. One of the greatest things about Facebook these days, maybe one of the only things, is Facebook groups and dividing people into categories and subcategories based off interests. So when you join a group, you know you're in a place with a bunch of like-minded individuals who are interested in exactly the things that you're interested in or your customer. So you can learn a lot from these groups by simply paying attention to what the group leader is posting, the content they post on a regular basis, and also the questions that the people in the group ask a lot. And if they have questions, it behooves you to be somebody who answers those questions. And of course, you can help them in the group right there. And you'll also find a lot of ideas for your own pages, groups, and social media networks. But make no mistake, groups are great at grouping a bunch of fanatical people about your topic of conversation, and it's a good place to curate great ideas. Content idea number 5, the comment sections. Now, I touched on this in the last tip just a little bit, but the comment sections in Facebook groups, on YouTube videos, in Amazon is going to be one of the best places that you can actually find great content ideas, because every solution also causes more problems and more questions. So if you take your favorite influencers' YouTube videos, for example, you get some ideas from the video title itself, but if you look down below in the comments, you're going to recognize that there are probably some areas or some questions in their answers that they've left unanswered. Same thing with Facebook groups and Amazon reviews. These are areas where you can separate yourself from the pack by answering the questions or solving the problems that your competitors have yet to solve. Again, every content piece answers a question, but can also create other problems that need solutions. And if you can create content that solve those issues for people, you really stand out in the pack. So pay attention to those comment sections, because you're going to get a ton of juicy ideas. Content idea number 6, your client or your customer's questions. Yeah, as you start to build a fan base, I hope that people pay you to do something for them. And when you do a thing for them, you're going to realize and recognize that your clients and customers, they have similar questions and problems that keep coming up. You're going to have to teach them the same shit over and over. So when you find yourself repeating yourself constantly, you know this is a problem that hopefully you can solve by creating some content and not having to say the same stuff over and over. It's clearly an issue. And as a content creator, you're in the business of helping people solve their issues. So if you're working with clients and customers and they keep talking about it, well, there's your in, my friend. Create some content so you don't have to keep repeating yourself, and put that answer out on the great wide web so they can find something new to ask you. And content idea number 7. Whatever the hell you want to talk about. Yeah, number 7 is my favorite tip. You. And what do you genuinely want to say and want to talk about? Now, there's a caveat to this. It's when you talk about what you want to talk about, it's within the overarching narrative of what your specific niche is. But sometimes when we get a little too caught up in what they want, which is very important, we can often lose the individuality of us, the content creator, and what we might be able to bring to the table that's different. So when I say that, what I mean is don't be afraid to get a little outside the box when it comes to your content creation. I'll also point out that it doesn't mean you're just doing random lifestyle blogging. Because if not a lot of people are following you, I hate to break this to you, but nobody cares. Now, don't get it twisted. You're special to me. But I need you to understand that if you don't have a lot of followers, no one's searching for topics and ideas related to your lifestyle. But if there's things that you want to talk about that are in the realm of what your target market is interested in, and they're not necessarily come up in all your keyword searches and what people are looking for on Google, that's okay. From time to time, you want to put that stuff out there. It'll give your target market a look into who you are as an individual and draw them closer to you. So I'll give you an example of what I like to do. I teach influencers and content creators how to make money online. But what I also talk about is the mindset that goes along with it. I talk about the actual mechanics of what it's like to be an entrepreneur. So the money making, that's the sexy stuff. But the reality is you have to treat yourself kind of like an athlete as an entrepreneur. So I talk about the exact strategies and ways to approach being an entrepreneur. So these are things that aren't necessarily directly related to someone searching online for money-making strategies, but have a lot to do with money-making strategies. And it'd be something that would make me unique compared to someone else's channel where they weren't speaking about these things. So I hope you see what I'm trying to say here. Don't get caught in this narrow little space too often. Give your content your own flair, your own personality, and get outside the box of just strictly keyword targeting so often. Everybody's talking about the same stuff. So what's going to separate you from the pack is your ability to put your own little twists on the content that you create. Big key to this video is that as a content creator, you are a value providing problem solver. And you want to make sure that you're creating content and solving problems that lots of people are trying to fix. So you got to do the work, know your target market, and make sure you're doing the research behind what problems they are specifically trying to fix and creating content that you know is going to pop up in front of them. So I hope this video provided you with some actionable content. And if it did, I'd love for you to head down below in the comment section and let me know which one of these tips, if not a few of these tips, really stuck out to you and that you're going to go and take action on. As always, make sure you smash that subscribe button. Guys, I'm Frank. This is The Digital Boss Life. I look forward to catching you on the next video.